Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to another video. Today is the 31st. It was a beautiful day today. The sun was shining. I got my optimal vitamin D production going and it's nice. I believe actually that the new year is when a new natural year is coming, so when nature is blooming, but let's go with the flow of society. So I want to continue yesterday's video of conducting action, but now for repetition. So the most important part is just do it and conduct an action, and then conduct it again and do it again and again and again. So through willpower of doing something repetitively, you will gain good knowledge of how it is done naturally. That's why they say it comes with repetition. It becomes who you are, what you are. That's why they say fake it till you make it, in the sense you shouldn't be lying about it, you should just be doing it. However, until you get the hang of it and see, oh, so that's how it's done. Let's say you're throwing a direct punch or an uppercut, or you're shooting a double leg, or even a biceps curls. So with time doing those repetitions, it becomes natural how it should be done. So let's say a surgeon, nobody was born a perfect surgeon, so he has to do it and then repeat it a million times. Let's say in my case, I'm a lawyer. I have a lot of theoretical knowledge, but in practice is when a certain case appears, how you find yourself in that case. And the more cases appear, the easier it gets for you. So it's just about doing it and then repeating all the time. The more repetition, the better it is. So that's the second most important part, is repetition, and the glue that keeps it together is actually the discipline of going. So I'm doing every day, so I'm repeating it, and I know I have to repeat it until it gets good. And then when it got good, that's not when you stop. That's the new beginning of a better version of doing it. It becomes flawless, it becomes easy with not too much effort. You just become what it is. So it's kind of what it's like, not communal, but it becomes part of who you are. So that's why this is just keep going until it's perfect. I mean, there is no perfect, you just have to keep doing it until you're satisfied and until other people have something from it. So it's not just personal mastery. After personal mastery comes communal giving. That's how I see it. So let's say you're the best surgeon ever. At one point, you should also teach other surgeons how it's done, and then it's up to them. Or in law, or in any kind of science, if you're the smartest scientist in the world, I mean, then the knowledge goes with you. So it's our duty to become the best possible versions of ourselves through action, repetition, and discipline, and keeping and going, getting better all the time, but not getting too frustrated. Oh, I have to get better. It's just a flowy motion. That's how I got through jiu-jitsu. When I started jiu-jitsu, it was really hard for me because I was about 15 kilograms, something like that. The lowest, the lightest guy in the gym. And I remember the first time I went to the Jiu-Jitsu Academy, I was scared shitless. I have to say, I was really anxious. There were the huge guys. I was like, holy moly, where did I come here? It was like the Colosseum. So me surviving all those training sessions and so on. So I got a lot of times I had that experience. What am I even doing here? You know, somebody's pressuring you, you're getting claustrophobic and asking yourself, why am I doing this? I'm paying to get smashed and so on. But after some time you realize why it is. So the more you do, the better you become at it. So I am very grateful to my friend Miloš Nenadić, who got me into jiu-jitsu. Man, one time jiu-jitsu addiction for a lifetime, and it's good. And it's the same doing in repetition and discipline with law. I am convinced that not smart people finish law university, but the ones that have discipline and that preserve. So perseverance. That's the most important part. So that you just keep on going. And also when I saw which people finished exams, I was like, what? These people finished? Man, I gotta finish this. So, you know, it's also kind of an ego thing. Man, if they could do it, you can do it also. If it's been done, you can do it also. So, of course, we have natural differences. Somebody's talent, somebody has hard work ethic, somebody has something else. So you just need to see where you're good at and where you're not that good at. So you have to be your biggest critic and your biggest fan. That's how I'm going through life. I'm my biggest critic, so when I fail, I just see whatever. Let's say I go to a tournament or whatever I do in life. So either I win or I succeed or I fail. But I don't fail. I just win in a certain different aspect that I see. Okay, so let's say objectively, what did I do wrong? What was leading me up to that point? Subjective matters, how I was feeling, how I was preparing, what I ate, how I slept, was it feel stress going on? So you have to be real with yourself all the time, but when it comes to success, you have to be positively delusional, you know? So, you know, okay, I did it, I'm doing it all the time, so my repetitions are there, I'm disciplined, I'm, you know, going after it. So you have to be your biggest fan. If you don't have a father figure or a friend or a big brother, you have to be that masculine energy for yourself, you know, even if you're a girl. Just keep on, how they say, keep on keeping on. That's kind of stupid, but you know what I mean. It's very important that in life you look up to people that have been going through a similar struggle or that give you valuable information. You know, I wouldn't follow the masses. So where the masses are, you're not going to see me there. I don't like the masses. And most of the time this pressure of the masses was, why you, why this, why that, why would you do this, why are you keeping on, and so on. So the masses don't like seeing disciplined people, you know, because that makes them realize what they are not, you know. So I am also 100% sure that you will never get this hateful negative critique, so this negativity from people that are on your level or that are above your level. So let's say from my personal example, I've never told somebody lower than me in some knowledge, or let's say in training, I'm a black belt and a white belt. I talk with the white belt like normal human being. I don't understand that, so I'm a professor at the university, my students are stupid idiots. You know, you were a stupid idiot once as well, you know, because you didn't have that put in time and effort and knowledge, and you weren't a professor then. So I can't understand that mentality of now I'm better, so everybody else is shit. I mean, once you were shit as well, so that's part of the process of sucking, you know, because embrace it. If you want to do something, first comes the thought. If you have a thought or an idea, I could do something, and you do that something, and you keep doing that something, my man or woman, you have to be content with yourself. You have to be, how do I say, your biggest pushing force to go on. Maybe then you will have this clear discernment who was with you all that time and who was not when you start blowing up, or when let's say you go to the gym and the gains are starting to be visible, or you were grinding a work, something, you opened something, it was hard, and after a couple of years, man, it's working, and then suddenly there's a lot of people all around you again. Don't take a lot into consideration the opinions of those people that were not there when you were struggling. I take the opinions of people who say good job and bad job as the same. I say good, I just do this, If you can help someone with your knowledge that you gained through those repetitions and that discipline, go for it. I think that's the highest version of achieving that success. If I get to where I want to be, multi-millionaire, big shot lawyer, black belt, whatever, I don't know, hundreds and millions of billions of successful things, the next step in success is actually making other people successful. That doesn't have to be giving them money. That's actually bad. Or even taking their money, A lot of alpha type people now, oh, you have to buy my course, you have to buy this or that, and you will become like me. Man, you're never going to see me asking you for money. I mean, if I can't give you my knowledge for free, then what is that knowledge? I mean, I'm not a university. It's just university of life, So throughout human civilization and history, stories were the main source of information. So I tell you a story, and what I would like you to get out of that story is knowledgeable information, and that you do something with that information. And then when I see that it has been of use for you, and you use that information and do something and become a better version of yourself, oh man, that's what I need, That's my currency. That human energetical giving and taking back. I don't need to take your money. I just need to see that you have succeeded. And man, that oh my God, look at my boy, So that you have gotten something from it. I was struggling and grinding and living in the pits of hell and despair, fighting motherfucking Satan one-on-one and slapped his bitch ass, back into Tartarus or whatever. And then when I see that people use that knowledge that I had gained through that hardship, and then they become better, that's all I need, So do, repeat, and keep on going. And when you get to a certain point, help other people to do the same, because that's what it's all about, That's what love is about. It's not just giving and positivity. And so I can be positive and not have a smiley face on, or not exerting too much energy. It's just a mindset, So the key take point away from this is just keep on going. Don't listen to the naysayers. There's always going to be people, why this, why that. You don't have to care about their opinions. And with time, there will come strangers, helpful strangers. I had a helpful stranger here in Zurich when I came here, and that person helped me more than almost any person I have known till now in my life, So when people see that you are a correct person, that you're respectful, that you are doing something worth doing, that you're not a criminal, not a slug, not I don't know, man, a vagabond, not a liar, deceitful, scamming piece of shit. People are willing to help you, because they can see that essence of the struggle and grind, and a lot of people, billions of people are struggling and living extremely hard lives. So we should not judge the others. If I can help someone like through these videos. I talk a lot because I'm new to this, but it's just because ideas are coming. The more I talk, the more ideas are coming. So if I can help someone through the videos, that as I have been helped myself through watching others when I was younger, it's very important from which source you attain information. Watching something, hearing something, thinking about something, it's very important, because if you see my video and you listen to me, I'm actually implanting a seed of information into your brain soil, and then you can continue, sometimes unconsciously or subconsciously, unconsciously, you can continue to water that seed and it can sprout. And the thing is, what kind of seed of information did I seed into your soil that has now sprouted its roots? And it can, at some point of time, it can spread such roots that it's never impossible, but it's extremely hard for you to get rid of that. So it's kind of one of the main things that you are cautious what kind of information you are actively inputting into your soil, so brain soil. If it's good, then water that idea. I've got just a couple of people telling me something about myself, and it has helped me tremendously throughout these years. You know, it has helped me finish law school. It has helped me gain my black belt in jiu-jitsu. It has helped me overcome extremely traumatic experiences when I was a child, you know, because I come from a broken family, and it was constantly war, the father versus the mother, and these two sides, and you're constantly in the middle. So it's, how do I say, I deviated from the theme, but it's very important that you discern what kind of people you are hanging out with, what kind of people you associate with, and who you listen to. You know, people respect other people's money. I don't really. I mean, if I see somebody has big money, I have to see how he got it and who he is. If how he got it is not respectful, and who he is not respectful, then I don't care about his money. I can respect somebody who has $5 more than somebody who has 5 billion or 5 million if he's a disgusting human being that's doing crimes against humanity or something, you know. So I don't understand that respect of numbers. Numbers are infinite, so what's the point? You should respect the human soul, because the human soul in the body is actually the essence. I mean, it's defined as that. So from my essential standpoint, I would like to help everyone by giving out opinions, experiences, and information throughout these videos, and with time they're going to be better, more concise, more precise. I would also like if people who listen to these videos that we make like a community. Somebody asks, okay, so from your experience, what would this and that be? I make a video, maybe he has another experience or something else. So I would like it to be like really a community of people helping each other solve the mysteries of the universe. So yeah, standpoint, do it, keep on repeating what you're doing, and stay disciplined, stay humble, and everything that you want to achieve is going to come at one point in time. It's just impossible for it not to come, because doing an action and repeating it until it's done, I mean, you know, until it's done, so until you succeed, you just keep on going and being yourself, keep on doing the good work, you guys. So yeah, that's the message for this video, and it's going to be better with time, believe me. Just keep on doing what you want to do for the classical social construct. Happy New Year's, and I hope you can change a lot of things from 1st of January. But 1st of January is every day. You know, every day can be that Monday. You're starting from that Monday. Start from, okay, you don't have to start from today, but start from tomorrow, really, you know. Just start now. I mean, time is relative, people. When I see how many years have passed, oh my God, man, now I see time is marching on, so you should be too. Have a nice one. See ya.